Minecraft parkour is a lot of fun, but what if you do the parkour as different mobs? Today we will explore a map that lets us do just that. Watch till the end to see how each mob tackles their own unique parkour challenges. All of this is possible thanks to Dante Gaming 77. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description below. Now here in the lobby you will see that Dante has more content coming. The Allay Parkour, which we will tackle last in the video, stay tuned. The Transform Parkour, where we will transform into different mobs. And of course, the Team Up Transform Parkour for if you want to play with friends. Now let's see what awaits us when we press this button. Okay, interesting. Ice. Wait, what? We are an Arctic Fox! This will be very, very interesting. Okay. So we'll need to jump here. Well, that was a first terrible attempt. Okay, let's try this again. Jump over here. Then let's maybe do this and then sprint and jump. That was terrible. Third time's the charm, right? Or not. This parkour is a bit tricky in third person, but that's all part of the challenge. Darn it. Finally, I should have kept sprinting. That was the secret. I stopped, so hopefully I will make this one. My word, first try. Well, from there to there anyway. I'm guessing it will be the same from here. Well, my word, that was dumb. Okay. Yay, that was much better. Then over here. That was close, I almost fell. Okay. We're there! Finally! Okay, green. The only green mob I can think of is either slime. I see slime blocks there in the distance, and maybe a slime or a creeper. A creeper! Interesting, interesting. And good look at a creeper. I forgot to check if there are any special animations for the fox. Darn it! We're at the checkpoint now, so too late for now. Okay. No punching animation since the creeper has no arms. And crouching. Okay, let's try it again. The exploding animation. Too bad he doesn't explode. Okay, enough messing around. Let's do the creeper parkour. Nice. On the slime block. There we go. This one's much easier than the Arctic Fox one. Okay. Darn it. Here, then over there, there. On the slime block. Sprint. Here we go. Really? I thought this was gonna be easier than the Arctic parkour. Apparently not. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I can see that this is like actual parkour, like what these mobs would do. Just in thought. Finally I made it! Okay, red and white. Well, obviously there's also white there. Mushroom? A frog! Oh my word! Any special crouching animations? Okay, did the camera just pan down? Any special attacking animation? It sticks out its tongue! That sounded weird to say on camera. On mic. Whatever. Too bad there aren't any flies around for the frog. Oh well. I love the walking animation for the frog. Okay, enough mess around. Let's do the parkour. Let's try that again. Jump over here. And over here. Okay, okay. Then jump over here. Nice, nice, nice. Jump over here. There we go. There we go. Now over here. And in this corner. Alley. No. Okay, we got this. Hop over here. Why? Why? Okay, we got this. We got this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now in here. And then... There we go. There we go. I think this is where we fell off. That was close. Okay. I see honey blocks over there, so it's kind of pretty obvious what this one will be. See what I did there. What this one will be. Okay, I'll stop with the buttons. Any special attack? Oh, you sting! Crouching animation is just the camera panning down. Okay, now for the bee parkour. Awesome. So cool play as a bee. Oh my word. Second time's the charm. I didn't say that. Sprint and jump or fly, I guess. Really? Third time's the charm. I say that, and to prove it's correctly, I will do this. Third time was the charm. Okay, now on the honey blocks, this will be a bit tricky. Very sticky too. I don't know if you can hear the sound. Now sprint and jump. I don't think I will make it. Okay. Now for the tricky honey block jump. What do you think that one will be? I'll start with the bee one. That one was not intended, I swear. Bee fly or don't fly. I also like how each mob has a certain amount of hearts, which is most likely the amount of hearts they actually have in the game. Do bees have 4 hearts? Please comment down below if they do have 4 hearts. Okay, for the moment of truth. Bee versus honey. That was an interesting thing to say. Okay, sprint and jump to the end, and we didn't make it. Now for the moment of truth. Bee versus honey block. Will the honey block win? Not this time. Now I'm really curious what parkour this mob will be for. The armadillo. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Okay, you can't really see the legs from this perspective. Jumping is pretty normal. And for the crouching, you actually hide. What? That's so cool. Interesting. Very interesting. I almost went there. Why would I do that? Okay, let's see here. Okay. Jump over here. Okay, can we still do the parkour from over here? Apparently not. So we need to stay on top of each pole. Okay. Can I make a jump over there? I can. Now let's jump over here. To this pole. So far so good. What about not good? Okay. Third time's the charm with this parkour course. Armadillo, go! Really? I don't see any more morphing pads. Is it okay if I call them morphing pads? So I'm guessing the armadillo parkour course is the last one. Then we can move on to LA. That was too far of a jump. I'm not entirely sure how many times I do in this parkour course, but this will be the attempt that I make it. Oh my word. Actions do speak louder than words. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, so that was the last mob parkour. Now let's move on to the Allay. The Allay's so small, my word! Any special animations? No attacking. Jumping is pretty same as the bee. Okay, let's see what the course looks like. Interesting. I'm guessing we will need to jump on. I see fences, so it's probably most likely we will need to go through that hole. We got this! We don't got it. Why always the first try? Okay, second time is half the charm. What? Okay. Through the tiny hole over there. We got this. Let's go. Another morphing pad. Let's see if we will morph into a different mob here. Doesn't make sense since it's maybe a surprise. We got this. Darn it. Third time's the charm. Hopefully. This time it will be the charm. Okay. Remember to jump to the end. That was not the end. Easy jumps. Easy flies. Fly jumps. Okay. Now aim for there. Finally, we made it. Okay, checkpoint. Okay, so we will stay lays. Can we go over here? Okay, barrier block. Barrier block. So the only way is through here. Okay, nice. Okay, that's a 4 jump, but we should make it. Really? Every time on the first try. First attempt. We got this. We got this. Really? I should have jumped. Why? I think this is the third try. Hopefully we will make it. Really? Fourth time will be the new charm. That didn't make any sense. I made it! I'm guessing I need to jump over here because what will be the point of all this if we go over there? Okay, thank goodness. I don't want to do all that ever again. Okay, this will be a checkpoint. This should be an easy jump. Let's go! And it was. Okay. This looks like a maze and now we're slow. Okay, usually with all mazes, you hug the left wall. Now let's test the theory if this works for all mazes, because apparently this works for all mazes, so let's find out. And so far it's still working. Still working. Sorry. I sure hope, because or else we will be lost. I'm really liking this cinematically looking angle. That was a weird way to say it. I don't know what I'm saying, but it looks very cinematic-y. What? If you keep hugging the left wall, then you will make it out of the maze. Let's go. That seems like a very interesting parkour course. Huh? What was the point of this now? Checkpoint. Okay. Press this button only if this part of the level is glitched. That looks pretty glitched to me because they were moving and now they're not. Okay, now let's press this button. That looks much better. Now that it has been finally fixed, let's move on! And I'm guessing this will be the last parkour course, obstacle course, because it has the same end as the armadillo course. Okay. Sprint! I don't want to fall down the lava. No, please. This looks very risky. Okay. Okay, this one looks a bit tricky. Need to sprint. Sprint! Oh my word, that was too close. That was too close. Can I jump? I can't jump. I think I'm gonna do that again because I'm guessing that one should have moved, so... Goodbye, world! Okay, let's fix the glitch. Is it fixed? There we go, it's fixed. Do you think we were gonna do it the first try? Oh my word. Oh well. I didn't want to cheat because that looked like cheating, so let's see if this will count as a first attempt. Well, second, but you know what I mean. Okay. Okay. Sprint! We made it. Jump. Will this be my first parkour course where I made it first time? First try? It did! Hallelujah! That was so cool. Okay. Ah, darn, that was a lot of fun. I was hoping for more. This video will be a bit shorter, but it was a lot of fun to make. Thank you, Dante, for creating such an amazing map. I highly recommend you guys to try out this map yourselves. And please, Dante, please add more levels. It was so fun to play. Once again, I will leave a link to Dante's YouTube channel down below, and the link to the download link. What? And the download link for this map, which is on mcpedl.com. If you enjoyed this video, consider to leave a like and subscribe for more weekly Minecraft content, and comment down below what your favorite mob is. Now, as always, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video.